We have all seen the quote by Gandhi, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." It can be a daunting task because often we can feel that we need to make significant changes. I look at this quote a little bit differently. I believe that these changes don't have to be so overwhelming. We should start with the small things because it's the little things that can make a big difference. When I was growing up in Pittsburgh in a Catholic family, one of the important figures in my life was Father Ed. Father Ed was a practical man who truly lived out his faith. I don't ever remember any earth-shattering actions by Father Ed, but rather a steady, kind hand that helped steer me and many others in their faith development. I remember as an altar boy, there was always the time before church where he would ask me how I was doing and actively listen to my response. I remember when I had eye surgery in elementary school, and he showed up at the hospital to say a prayer and wish me good luck. Father Ed would often be in the cafeteria of the Catholic school, serving lunch with a smile on his face, when he could have been doing 100 other jobs. He chose to be present and engaged, and that was important. Our neighbors next door are very close with my family, often eating and vacationing with us. Both husband and wife are kind souls, often doing little things to make us feel special and loved, such as a cup of hot tea appearing randomly as you are raking leaves outside, or a knock at the door after dinner and a pint of ice cream is on your doorstep. On one particularly memorable occasion, after an emotional trip to drop off our child at their first year of college, we came back home to a cleaned house, flowers, and a meal prepared. Simple, small acts of kindness and goodness add up to make a huge difference in the lives around them. I would implore you not only to think about the people you know when making these small changes, but those you don't know at all. What about those you run into on your way to work or at the grocery store? Maybe we shouldn't be so quick with a horn when someone doesn't start right away at a green traffic light. Maybe we should make eye contact and say thank you to the cashier the next time you are at the store. Maybe it is important to be gracious to the other person on the end of the phone when you've been on hold for 30 minutes. To me, it is important to live out God's love. I may not have the ability to make major changes, but I do have the option to make small changes regularly that live out what it means to be one of God's children. To me, it is important to be fulfilled on Sundays through worship, but it is equally important to be a steward of our faith when we aren't physically present at church. It's our actions and our words on a daily basis that speak volumes about our Christianity. It all starts with the small things that are in our control. So maybe this week, do some small kindness for someone you know and for someone you don't. The world and our community could use some kindness these days. Let's start with the small things.